Hello and welcome to the Gears of Eden Alpha 1.5 tutorial. Hi everyone, I'm Sledge, your creative director. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much. If you're playing Alpha 1.5, that means you're a backer, and we are, very excited to get you this build and very thankful for your support. We really cannot do this without you. I want to real quick just go over Alpha 1.5, some of the new features and some of the old features really. Alpha 1.5 is a little rough around the edges, and it's really a developer build that we're getting out to you guys as an extra bonus for your support. And so there's some tool tips and some user interface problems. I'm not going to say problems, but just things that aren't as polished as they are going to be for a more public release like Alpha 2.0. And so I want to go over that just in case you have any problems or questions, and hopefully mitigate some of that. Of course, if you do have any problems after looking at this video, please get in touch with us. You can find us on Twitter, Discord, Facebook. You know where to find us. All right, so I'm in Gears of Eden. I've been running around doing some stuff. I'm here at our base. I want to go over real quick. There is a new item in the base called we're calling this a storage chest, so big surprise. You can click in here, you can store items in this chest, take them out. So as you begin to stockpile resources, you can stick them in here if your forge becomes full, or if you craft some parts that you don't need at the time, or you upgrade some parts and take some parts off your rover, you can throw those in the storage container here. I also want to go through this menu system while I'm in here. So we do not have tabs at the top yet. That will be fixed in Alpha 2.0, and this will look a lot nicer. So please keep aware, if you're in any menu, you need to tab with the tab key to cycle the menu through your different options. So you can see we have a system screen, a crafting screen. This is onboard rover crafting. And then because we're close to the center forge, we have forge crafting. And then we also have our storage container. We can open and close the menu system with the I key. Right now I'm going to go ahead and take this iron out. And I'm going to click on the forge here. We have some ice in there I'm going to take out. So very important to know, if you're going to craft at the forge, you need to stock this center forge inventory first. You cannot craft at the forge if there is no material in here. I also point out that crafting on your rover, you can only craft drill bits and fuel cells. Crafting at the forge, you can craft drill bits, fuel cells, but then all the parts for your rover. And there's basically 3 upgrade tiers for each part. You can craft these, you can equip them. For example, if you start out with a tier 1 spectrometer, that lets you find iron and ice. If you build and equip a tier 2 spectrometer, you'll be able to find some additional resources. In this case, ruthenium and cobalt. Tier 3, gold and osmium. Tier 4, platinum. The motors are going to let you go faster. The wheels are going to let you go faster and turn sharper. Drills let you drill deeper into the ground. Batteries, self-explanatory. Cargo, self-explanatory. Solar panels, self-explanatory. The antenna, I'll get into that in just a second here. Fuel cells are little portable cans of energy that you can drink when you're out there in the dark running out of power. And then of course drill bits. Drill bits work with your drill. Drill bits determine the hardness of material you can drill into and collect. So basic operating procedure is, you come into the forge, you craft an upgrade. It's going to take some time to build. So then you want to plan out your next item that you want to build, figure out what resources you need, go and collect those resources while the part you're waiting for is crafting. All right, I also want to point out while I'm in the inventory here, I don't have a lot of inventory, so let me do let's just do an example with what we have though. We have the ability to use right click to move objects around. You use left click to select it and get a detail screen. But we have some new features that allow you to manipulate stacks. Stacks currently stack up to a limit of 24. We'll probably lower that cap. But you can shift right click to pick up half a stack. In this case, it's going to do its best and only pick up 1. You can also control click and click up 1 unit. Now that works on pickup and placement. So if I pick up a whole stack, or if I picked up half a stack, I can hold down shift click again to place half of the stack, or I can use control click to place 1. That's not a great example because I only have 3 items there, but I wanted to explain that quickly. Alright, let me explain the antenna since I mentioned that. The antenna right now, down the road, it'll have a lot more helpful features with navigation and some other control systems. Right now, what it does is allow you to remote control and connect into the forge. So I hit Q to turn on my antenna, it has a little animation, we get a little radar sweep over here. And then if I hit I to bring up the menu screen and tab through, I will get access to the forge even though I'm not at the forge. So I can go in here and I could craft solar panels if I had 5 iron and 5 cobalt in the forge. Additionally, I can come in here and if I'm crafting something right now, it'll show me the status. So it's a good way to check on a part that's, you may be waiting on. Now this range of operation is based on the tier of antenna you have. So the tier 1 antenna, you won't be able to go much further than this and connect into the forge. If you get a tier 4 antenna, you're able to go pretty far away and still remote access the forge. So that's going to be the antenna function for Alpha 1.5. Of course, the E key brings out your solar panels and allows you to charge. You might notice that I've been charging here without my solar panels out. That's because the base now charges you just by proximity when you're near the base. The closer you are, the faster the rate of charging is. So this is a great incentive to stay near the base, go out and grab some resources, come back in, and do some crafting. You do have a limit of 25 on your tier 1 cargo hold, so you're going to need to make multiple trips back and forth to the base and store materials in your storage chest or the center forge itself. WASD, of course, is your movement keys. The number 2 is your spectrometer. We mentioned that before in crafting, but that's how you find these resource nodes. When you're on a node, you're going to use F to extend your drill, and then you're going to use G to start drilling. This system here tells you what you can reach. We don't have a drill that will reach these materials, so we can only collect these top 3 layers. As you mine materials, they go into your inventory, and when that is full, you cannot collect any more parts. Alright, one more thing I want to show off, which is our new scavenging system. So real quick, I will also point out up here, we're going to pass a energy beacon. So up here on the top of my screen, you see a beacon that is basically emitting power to us. And once we get within range, we'll again see the little radar signal here. The closer we are, the faster it's going to charge us. So those come in handy at night. Now, if you go off exploring, you'll find some boxes lying scattered around the asteroid. There is a new scavenging system in the game. Now, you have to become in a certain proximity of these boxes and then start mousing over. And if there is an interactive object, you'll get this outline around it. Click on it and you might find some free resources inside. So there's some cobalt, which we actually cannot mine right now because we don't have the right resources. You can see I cannot place this ice because my inventory is full, so I have to leave that there or swap something out. With 13 units of iron, I can better demonstrate the modifiers on the inventory manipulation. So shift click is going to pick up half that stack. Now again, I can shift click again and place half of that stack. And then similarly, I can use control click. I can use control to pick up one, or I can pick up a stack and then use control to place one. So have fun stacking these however you wish and collecting all these resources. So again, once your inventory is full, you need to head back to the base, do some crafting, upgrade your rover, have some fun. Well, please let us know what you think, especially in the scavenging system. This is new. I will point out it's not just boxes. There's some other items you can find and look for. And but let us know what you think. Is this easy to find? Is the distance for highlighting objects too close? We'd love to hear your feedback. Any feedback you have in the game. If you find any bugs, you find any errors, find any mistakes, let us know so we can get those fixed. Again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for playing Gears of Eden. Look, I know there's still not a ton in the game yet, but we've come a long way from Alpha 1.0, and we're going to keep building in more and more into the game with your support. And we've got a lot of good things planned, so keep up to date with our social media, keep up to date with our streams. We'll always show off the latest and greatest and let you know what we're up to. If you have any questions at all, like I said, please get in touch and let us know. One other helpful tip, if you hit the escape key and then go to settings/help, you're going to find this helpful control reminder here that tells you all the keys in the game and what they do. We went through most of those. There was some camera controls and some other stuff that you can play with. And, you know, get in there, have fun. If something doesn't work, you can't find something, something doesn't make sense, and this tutorial doesn't cover it, get in touch with me, let me know, and we'll be glad to help you. Again, thank you so much. Enjoy the game, and we'll catch you later.